We're still 3 weeks away from the start of Josh Duggar's child pornography trial. But with all of the shocking pretrial developments that have emerged over the past month, it sometimes feels as tough things are already underway. And while no testimony has been delivered yet, Josh's side appears to be losing badly. The trouble for Team Duggar began when the defense filed 5 motions to dismiss evidence on the grounds that it had been mishandled or illegally gathered. All 5 were denied. And that was just the beginning of the defense's problems. The weeks that followed shed considerable light on the prosecution's strategy, as we learned that Josh's past sex crimes and his established history of pornography addiction will both be used against him in court. Now, the prosecution's case has come into even sharper focus thanks to 2 new developments that took place over the weekend. First, it was revealed that the DA's office has requested access to a witness bank records with the hope of eliminating that witness as a possible suspect. In court documents obtained by local news outlets, prosecutors stated that the records are relevant for the government's case as they affirmatively exclude the witness from Wholesale Motors and the state of Arkansas on the dates in question. Last week, we learned that prosecutors are seeking to maintain possession of a desktop computer belonging to Josh. Now, they're hoping to use bank records to prove that a coworker of Duggar's was in Missouri during a specific window of time, and thus, could not have been the party who downloaded illegal materials onto the computer. The defendant will attempt to introduce evidence suggesting that other individuals had access to the HP desktop computer at issue, and therefore could have committed the offenses charged in the indictment, the prosecution warned in newly filed documents. Recent filings reveal that the DA is also planning to shed some light on how Josh was able to engage in his repugnant activities without being detected by members of his family. The defense plans to use Josh's history of porn addiction to his benefit, by reminding jurors that Anna closely monitored his internet use after learning of his deviant tendencies several years ago. But prosecutors are hoping to demonstrate that Anna's precautions were easily sidestepped by Josh, who installed a program of his own which allowed him to bypass his wife's protections. Covenant Eyes is a program and service advertised as an internet accountability software geared specifically to help individuals live porn-free with confidence, reads a filing that came to light over the weekend. Covenant Eyes notifies the subscriber's designated accountability partner, the prosecution explained. From there, the documents outline exactly how Josh managed to get around the program. With respect to the HP computer, the forensic examination of said device revealed that just prior to the downloading of child sexual abuse material, CSAM, the defendant installed a Linux partition on the device, prosecutors claim. Notably, the partition was installed on May 13, 2019. On that same day, the TOR, the Onion Router, browser, which is a means of accessing the dark web, was downloaded onto the Linux partition. The very next day, May 14, the Onion Router browser was allegedly used to access child pornography. Needless to say, the prosecution seems to have a very clear-cut case, and a firm understanding of how Josh managed to get away with his crimes for so long. Of course, they've probably put in more effort than they needed to with regard to demonstrating how Anna was duped. Anyone who's even remotely familiar with the Duggar family knows how horribly naive these people can be.